Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Alice Nanyangwe and I am your host today on the first ever episode of the show that I am launching today. It is I Care for Your Voice. Now today I am hosting a student from the University of Zambia. His name is Hagai Chewe. He's doing a program in health promotion, meaning it is connected to mental health. Now, as you can hear from the title, it is I Care for Your Voice, and meaning I want other people's voices to be heard and other people to learn about what mental health really is in our country and all over the world. Mr. Hagai, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you, Alice. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being the first ever episode on our show.
Oh, I'm glad that I'm here.
Okay, so today we'll be talking about mental health, yes. Let's have a good conversation about it. Let's make people know what mental health is in Zambia, because we have seen how people are dying from mental health and how they are affected and they're not really getting the help that they need. As you know, as we talk about it, we'll talk about the statistics, we'll talk about what mental health really is. So without wasting much of your time, I would really want you to just educate the people out there what mental health really is.
Thank you so much for giving me the floor. So I would love to define what mental health is. So in 2011, World Health Organization, they defined mental health as the well-being of a person, where this person realizes his or her ability to do something in community productively, and this person is able to function well psychologically and also physiologically. So a decade ago, that is 10 years ago, they made two statements. Now these statements, they were referring to the things which people are connected to health about. And these two statements, which the policymakers are using at the moment in Zambia, they talked about number one is there is no health without mental health. Yes. And they said mental health is everybody's business. So meaning everyone is included. Me and you, we are included in this.
That's why we're
health.
even talking about it, because we should be included in it.
Of course. So I would also love to talk about the statistics, some of the figures. That was in 2019. Yes, the World Health Organization also conducted a survey at world level. So they discovered, that was in 2019, they discovered that about 910 million people, they were living with mental health disorders. So it was alarming, something that there's something wrong.
Yes, there's actually something wrong. You could just see, like, they just say globally, like the number when you mention it is just scary. Like, you sit and think to say maybe it's another disease, but it's just mental health.
Yes. On the other hand, we would like also to know what mental illness is. So please. Mental illness, I don't know if you can allow me to quote. Yes,
Just
so let me just quote. So they defined mental illness as the presence of cognitive, affective, or behavioral symptoms that are persistent and pervasive and impair the individual's functioning. So meaning when someone has got the mental health condition, this person will not be able to do some of the things which a normal person can do. Yes. So on that part, it is something that is needed to be looked at, as well as to also consider as part of the health of a person, because without mental health you cannot also have the good health, like physically.
Yes, you cannot function as a person. Like I would give an example of maybe, let's say, a person who's depressed. They would actually just sit in the house and do nothing, literally just sit. Yes. Thank you so much for those definitions, and it's quite educative. We hope so another thing that I would want us to talk about is what is the major cause of mental illness in our country, or even the world at large?
So when we talk about the cause of mental health, it's very impossible to say the cause.
Yes.
So we are going to talk about the causes of mental health, because it is not just one, but there are a lot.
Yes.
And like in Zambia, I'll just specify in Zambia. But I wanted to talk about the numbers of people that are being affected. The causes of mental health conditions, there are a lot. So like we've already mentioned that it's not one cause. So the first thing that we can talk about is what many Zambians at the moment are experiencing. For example, many youths at the moment, they are experiencing high stress.
Okay. When you say youths, specify the age, because youths are many.
We can talk about these young ones who are starting from 11, 12, 13, 14 up to 19. That's the age that I can put there. Yes. And these people, we can only find them at school.
Yes.
So that's why there is so much high stress in them, because they're experiencing a lot when they are at their schools.
Yes.
And then the second thing that we can talk about is the financial pressure. You know how it is. So the financial pressure, when someone is low, let's say is looking on their parents, especially these parents, they are not affording, let's say, to buy his or her things at school. It will be difficult for this person, like, let's say, to find ways and means that he or she can use in order for him to be at a level actually where everyone is. So financial pressure is one of the keys that is making these people to be in stress, as well as in being in depression. So
what of, let's say, you said financial pressure, right?
Yes.
So let's give an example of those students that have everything that they have, like everything that they need as a student. Do you think those other students that cannot afford, are they really affected from the other end?
Not really. Not really, because these people, they are able to receive the allowances at the end of the month from their parents. Even if I can say those people on BC, especially in universities, you find that these guys, they depend on the BC, but at some point there are others who are coming from low background, and also those who are coming from the high background. So what I mean is, these people are coming from the parents that have got everything where they're coming from, and they're able to receive something at the end of the month. These people, they manage well in terms of stress. But when it comes to let's say these people are coming from low backgrounds. When I mean low background, I'm talking about poor people. Yes, abantu abakwebati bali chula, like if we it can be difficult for us to cope with stresses and the like that may come out of financial pressure. Okay,
so you are a student, right?
Yes.
Let me just ask you a simple question. You have seen you've said that we come from different backgrounds, so the rich ones and us down there. Do you ever feel a certain way in your heart when you see you are broke, but your other friend who is from a rich family has money? Has it ever affected you?
Yeah, of course. For example, if I need something, let's say when I'm lacking the needs that I'm supposed to use at home as a student, it may be a challenged situation whereby I just need to force myself to find the ways and means so that I can have the food that I'm in need of. So it will be very difficult for me to just say everything is okay and the like. But if I just see, let's say if it is my roommate who is just cooking every time chicken, sausage, and then it really affects me in one of the other.
Yes, that's true. In as much as it can be funny, but when you experience it, you actually feel the impact that it has when you don't have the financial help. Any other thing that causes mental illness?
I feel like even unemployment. Unemployment is one of the causes that are making a lot of youths, especially in the age of 19 to 25.
Yes.
You find that because these people have completed school, example, they have completed their tertiary level of education, now they are looking for employment.
Yes.
And you find that a lot of them, there are a number of students that are finishing like within the short period of time, just the number is going just up. So you find that there is a gap for those people who are looking for jobs. So when you find such kind of youths, they are struggling actually. They want employment, but they are not finding it.
Yes.
They are applying several times, but you find that they are not finding the job which they need, of which it is now alarming them, or rather it is bringing the depression as well as the stress at the same time.
Yes, depression. Yes, depression. Depression is a very big thing that we need to look at. Yes, okay. So now we've talked about all those things. Let us talk about, can you talk about what mental illness is? What is mental illness?
Well, I would love also to quote what mental health is, mental illness is. Yeah, so mental illness, it's just the same group which came up with the definition of mental health. Yeah, so they also, on the other hand, defined what mental illness is as the presence of cognitive, affective, or the behavioral symptoms that are persistent, pervasive, and impair the individual's functioning. So when we talk about something which is persistent, meaning it doesn't go away, but it is affecting someone in one way or the other in terms of thinking.
Yes.
Yeah. So you find that this person, in terms of the way he thinks, the way he acts, and the way he do things, you'll be able to differentiate that this one is in depression, or rather has been stressed a lot. Yeah. So the functioning of a person, like physically, it will differentiate for someone who is in mental health, who is very well, and the well-being of a person, because it encompasses all those things.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, we're talking about the mind of a person, how it is and how it's surviving.
Of course.
Okay. So now we actually talked about the global statistics of mental health in like globally. What about Africa and our country? Yeah.
Well, at continent level, I can say it is just a thing that is we need to work on as health promoters or health practitioners.
Yes.
Yeah, especially in rural areas and in places where these people are not being educated. They are not aware like the way they are supposed to be. Yeah. So, for example, in Africa, nearly 150 million people currently, they are the ones that are facing this challenge.
Currently, not
even like in the past, like it was
current.
Yeah, that is the current situation we are in.
Bad.
And then maybe we would love also to talk about the statistics at national level.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I said even in our country, we need to know what's going on. Yes.
I see. Thank you so much. So in Zambia, mental illness, according to the statistics of Zambia, it is showing that the number is going up. Yeah, it is going up despite that they haven't disclosed yet. They haven't reported. They started doing the survey. I'm sure World Health Organization, they reported that on the 80th May, if I'm not mistaken, on the 80th May, that's when they said they are going to start doing the survey in communities, so that even in urban areas like this one, where we are, especially at schools like Evelyn Horn College, the way we are here, and also at the University of Zambia, they have started doing those surveys so that they can also see what number are we expecting in Zambia for these people who are dealing with mental health conditions. Yes, so it is a very high number. We need to be very aware of that, because it is so giving an impression of what is going to happen next.
It also gives an impression of maybe we don't really give attention to mental health issues.
You are right.
Because in Africa twalikuwa takareka mentality kakuba tumuntu nangu alondora ati na kuli chile mchusha bara fatirieni fyo bwali mulali
kila pokandolo
ulale. So those things are the things that we actually, as Africa and as Zambia, we just overlook. And we thank you to the World Health Organizations for coming through and wanting to actually know how many people are living with
the same conditions.
The same condition.
You're right.
So let's talk about rural areas. Do you think rural areas could be the highest place where they will find mental health issues, or maybe it's in town or anywhere?
I feel like it's not in according to my perspective.
Yes, your own idea, yes.
Yeah, so according to what I've seen or what I've observed in rural areas, sometimes people despite they are being neglected and they're having these issues, but when it's compared to urban areas, it's very high. The number has been discovered to be very high because of the things that we earlier talked about.
Unemployment, stress, depression,
stress coming from school. So all those things, they are contributing to mental health. So I feel like in rural areas the number is low, and then when it comes to urban areas, that's where the number is very high.
Okay.
That's why you find that people from rural areas, they're the ones that are shifting to urban areas to look for employment.
Greener
and then ngavaya sango kuba tinchitota kuli kulya fiala banomba ten fiapena.
And
so
the thing of wafuma kumushiwala yati na mukwa inchito, you don't find the job, you get depressed, you say no mbana
alabwekela shani
baraya bambone shani.
You're right.
Yes. Okay, so now we've talked about all of those things. So let's talk about some of the common illnesses that come from mental health disorders.
The illnesses, there are a lot, but I would just love to maybe explain about schizophrenia. Because this one is very common.
Yes.
These people are the ones that are being quoted in communities or rural areas as mad people. So it's because of mental health disorders or mental health issues that are bringing schizophrenia. It's not really like maybe this person is just abusing the drugs and the like, but because of the conditions, because of the mental health is not stable, this person is going to face schizophrenia. Where you find that this person is disturbed in terms of thinking, the perception, the way he thinks about things will be totally different from others who are aware. So it's one of the illnesses, but I would love just to talk about this one only. Okay. Sure.
Schizophrenia, I don't know if people have even heard of it, but I hope they learn something from it. And they see that how muntu tapenene alilinga for kumutwala kuchipatala. Okay, so we've talked about that. Now let's talk about what are the prevention measures that we can put in place as a country to help us from this condition and this situation.
There are so many ways that we can use for us to prevent mental health conditions, and one of the ways that we can use is changing the lifestyle. Changing lifestyle behaviors. So we can change the lifestyle behaviors if we choose the food to eat. So it's very common, especially here in urban areas, where you find that a lot of students, they just eat junk foods, of which this aspect of eating junk foods is not helping in terms of health. So people are going to be depressed, are going to be stressed because of the things that they are eating. It's not really that these people are aware that it is going to bring stress, but in the long run, a person is going to face some of the challenges like the ones that I've mentioned.
Okay.
Sure. And then the other way that we can use for us to prevent the mental health disorder is having the strong family and social relationship with them, as well as having the support from them.
That is the biggest point.
So
I have put family in front. You have seen, right? So just to add on what you have said, family is the main aspect of a person to grow. Yes, that's the truth. So family is so important that they mend our way of thinking, our way of behaving, all of those things that you have said.
Like our parents, they act as our role models, right?
Yes.
So everything which they are doing, we are able to cope, or we are able to imitate them in terms of way they speak, the way they do things. As a result, when we grow up, it will affect us in one way or the other. So it's also one of the cause of mental health issues. If someone is not being supported by the family when you are at school, especially, you find that you are going to face such kind of challenges.
Okay. So those are some of a few things that we need to do as a country, as a community, or a neighbor that you see. There are a lot of things that happen in the community that you can actually see to say, this is not okay. And you as a person, as the next person to that person who is in that situation, help, say something, call someone for them to be helped to move out of that situation. Now, mental health is really a big thing. Now, I care for your voice is a big thing that I want people to actually come and speak their voices, speak about what they want mental health to be like in Zambia. Like you have heard, Haggai has explained a lot of things about what mental health is, what causes mental health, what age, the statistics, and everything in it. So Haggai, we have talked about all of those things. What advice can you give our country people about mental health and what they should do?
It's not a thing to guess, or it's not a thing to be doubting about. All we need is the help from the government, at least to recruit some of the health promoters.
Yes.
So that these guys, they will be able to do their work in terms of educating people about all these challenges that we've talked about. And I can see that there's deficit in terms of health workers. Yeah, when it comes to mental health itself, just like that. Because when we look at rural areas, we find that when we go that side, there are some facilities there, but unfortunately, there are no centers for health, mental conditions, patients, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there is a need. Maybe we can just say it's a call now, maybe from the government, so that they can also work on it in terms of these facilities, so that we also have the challenge to be kept. Because once we just let it be like this, then a lot of things will be just distorted.
We should not only rely on Chinama as the only place where you can go, they treat you and they give you medicine for whatever you're going through. We need integration. Even in rural areas, we need a space where people can actually go. They're like, I feel stressed, I'll go to talk to a health specialist about these things. That's what we're talking about. Recruit more mental health workers. Specifically, I would say health promoters, because those are one of the people that are actually holding on to mental health. And we hope that every person out there who is going through such kind of things, the things that we have mentioned, if you have seen any single character of whatever we have talked about, please rush to any place where you know you can talk to a person and you will feel better. This show that I have opened is a show to teach people and to let them understand that mental health need to be tackled in our country and as a country and as the nation and even internationally. Thank you so much for joining us. Haggai, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Alice, for
I hope to invite you again. Alright viewers, thank you so much. This is I Care for Your Voice. This is the first episode and you will join us in the next episode. Shout out to ID Nation as our director today. Bye bye.